Hello, and welcome to the socio-technical approach to change and design. In this presentation, we'll learn exactly what it is and how it is used today. It's probably more common than you might think. So, what happened to drive this approach? Was it too much paperwork? Too many tasks? Maybe it was just too much work. There's got to be something that can help. Some form of technology. So what can we do? I know, let's make it easier. It's time to invent the computer. Computers were invented in the 50s and 60s, but were rather useless by today's standards. In the 80s, client services were created, such as Microsoft. In the 1990s, the internet boomed and websites like Google and Yahoo gained power. And in the 2000s, social communities were formed, such as Facebook, MySpace, and Instagram. So, what makes up the socio-technical design, and what is it? It is an approach that considers human, social, and organizational factors, as well as technical factors in the design of organizational systems. So let's break that down. Number 1, hardware. Hardware is any physical computer part, for example the mouse, screen, or case. Hardware by itself is just a tool that creates physical outputs. For example, the screen outputs different colors in each pixel, but without software, most hardware is inherently useless. That brings us to number 2, software. Software is generally the programming that works alongside hardware, as it uses the physical outputs from the hardware and translates them into something visual. An example of this is your operating system. Everything you see exists in hardware, but not the way you see it now. Number 3, the human-computer interaction, or HCI. HCI, boiled down, is the person who is using the computer. Currently, that's you. You are an IT operator using software designed for people, which relies on hardware to do the computing. That brings us to number 4, socio-technical structure, or STS. STS combines everything else and connects users with other users to create an online community. Have you heard of Facebook? I hope so, because that is the most commonly used hub for STS. So, Facebook. What is Facebook? It survives on using its socio-technical design, but what is its purpose? According to its website, Facebook's mission is to give people the power to build community and bring the world closer together. People use Facebook to stay connected with friends and family, to discover what's going on in the world, and to share and express what matters to them. Some ways that Facebook connects its users is through its marketplace, its newsfeed, by connecting groups, even by connecting cities. Facebook connects everybody. It is so expansive. It actually can be a hub for organizations to dive into socio-technical design. So what are some businesses that you can think of that may need to use a socio-technical approach? It doesn't have to be like Facebook. Some companies that use it are Monster, Amazon, or even Blackboard here at the school. We all know a small business within our community that could use technology. For example, I prefer to order food online rather than over the phone. Many Chinese takeout spots around me don't offer this. If China Walk in Dover, Delaware had a website with online order, they would gain much more business. Some things an organization could do to improve its socio-technological design would be to create a website, create a mobile app, or use social media such as Facebook and Twitter, or even just create an intercompany forum for companies to interact and maintain the idea of community. So what are some key takeaways? This approach increases the idea of community in the workplace. It makes people more productive in many aspects and leaves employees happy, employers happy, and customers happy. Combining technology and the human social realm seems to be a good idea that will only expand in the future. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.
Created using Powtoon.